Welcome to the Two Chicks with Hiking Sticks podcast. Today, the two chicks are headed north out of San Antonio to a wonderful little nugget of a state park, Guadalupe River State Park. This park is just under 2,000 acres and is located in the Texas Hill Country. It is known for its rugged limestone hills, towering cypress trees, and shaded woodlands. It is quite the perfect blend of nature, history, and recreation. Enjoy a bit of the drive to get there.
Hey everybody, it's Two Chicks with Hiking Sticks.
It's sunny out here.
Well, sorry. I don't know why that required a snort, but...
I always feel like doing that one.
Well, we are out here at Guadalupe River State Park here in Texas.
Yep.
And we're fixing to go on a trail, and it is the Painted Bunting Trail?
Loop. Yeah,
Loop?
the Painted Bunting Loop.
Yeah, so a painted bunting, that's a bird. Oh yeah, because there is a bird place you can go stop off and see some birds.
Yeah.
There's a bird blind.
A lot of the state parks have bird blinds. East Llano has some of the best, but I digress.
I digress. So we're going to go do this. It's a little chilly this morning, but it's a 3.1 mile hike. So we're thinking we're going to warm up as time goes on.
Yep.
And so we're going to take some video. So make sure you stay tuned and follow along with us as we go on our little trail.
Should be fun.
Yeah. All right. Keep watching.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm
hungry.
I'm here with a whiner.
Oh, hey everybody. It's two chicks with hiking sticks. We reached the end of our trail. Hey,
We did.
literally, we reached the end of our trail.
We did. It was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, I would say it was probably 2.8 maybe miles, because there was like a little extension part that connected to another trail. We didn't do that because we just kind of finished the loop and came back to the parking area.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to say it was not over 3 miles.
Yeah, all trails said it was 2.7 miles
That's it?
with 66 feet of elevation, and we averaged about 30 minutes a mile.
Yeah, because we had to stop and take pictures and stuff.
Of course, yeah.
Of course we did.
We burned almost 1,000 calories though.
Time to go eat some chicken fried
Woo,
steak.
we're gonna go
Whatever.
eat.
Yeah, because we're hungry. But okay, so let's talk about the trail. So we did the painted bunting trail loop.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it was a nice little trail.
Nice. It's a good trail. Yeah.
It wasn't, and you can read this in the reviews, like especially if you're on all trails, it was not a very shady trail.
No, bits of shade at the beginning.
Yeah.
We parked in the first parking area and then started towards the left, and there was a bit of shade more towards the beginning than the end.
And elevation, you go down more in the beginning when you go left out of the parking lot. And then you've got some elevation that starts kicking up towards the end, but it's nothing big.
It's a gradual grade.
It is very gradual. So I would say maybe the shading is maybe 20% of the trail. Ish.
Yeah,
And then depending upon where the sun is, you might be able to duck under a bush or something and get some shade. But yeah, not a whole lot. But there were a few people. We passed a few people. We passed a jogger. Well, the jogger passed
She
us.
passed us three times. Man, way to make you feel old.
Well, but like I couldn't figure out, how does anybody jog on that terrain?
There were lots of rocks.
Yeah.
Lots of rocks that, I guess just when you get in at a certain age, you're just like, I really don't want to turn my ankle.
Well, and that was an interesting thing because, again, when I was reading the reviews on all trails, they talked about a lot of embedded rocks, and that is true. And I really think of embedded rocks, like big embedded rocks, as being more like a trip hazard because while they're embedded, they're not fully embedded, right? So there's some parts sticking up and you can trip on those. But then there was a lot of loose rock.
Yeah, there's a lot of scree.
Yeah.
But all in all, though, I mean, it's a fairly easy trail. It's pretty wide. So if you have a friend and they, you like to hike side by side and yak while you're hiking, it's a good trail for that.
It was a perfect trail for us because we don't do that.
Yeah, no, we don't. I lag behind, which is okay with me.
We don't yak on our trail rides or trail hikes.
And we yak afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was good. The one thing that I told Susan I was going to mention, so y'all can learn from my mistake. When we started out, when you see the intro, you'll see that we're kind of bundled up, or I was more bundled up because she lives in the cold. She's sorry, she's going to have to bleep that.
I'm about to bleep.
She's a polar bear. She keeps her house at 50 degrees, okay?
It was 60 degrees in my house this morning.
See, that's what I mean. And so I am a little more cold-natured. So I layered this morning. I had my shirt, I had my long sleeve, then I had my jacket. So I wore my jacket on the way out with my hat, and then I switched took my, jacket off and
she was
changed
peeling
hats.
layers the whole way.
I thought I had a great pack. The pack that I brought is fine. It's my pack for the summer. It works great. It holds a little bit of stuff I need, plus my water. I underestimated the weight of my jacket and my shirt. And that pack does not have a sternum strap, load lifters, or a belt.
Which really makes a difference.
Yeah, so there was no way to distribute the weight. So it really was a pain in the butt for my shoulders later. But
it was a pain in her shoulders.
Yeah, pain in my shoulders, for my shoulders. But that was okay. There was nothing wrong with that. So, just keep in mind if you're going to be hiking in the winter or in colder weather, that when you go stripping layers and stuff, you're going to want a pack that's going to be able to accommodate all that.
Yeah, and you just have to be conscious of the weight. And I always vacillate because I tend to use my Osprey, which is more of a bulkier backpack because it's got all the whole, places I can stick stuff in and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I like it because it has the sternum strap. It's got the weight. It's got everything that's going to keep it comfortable on my back as we hike, the nearly 3 miles. So,
yeah.
But it really was, I thought it was a very pleasant trail.
Yeah, it was a good trail. Like I said, super enjoyable. Mm-hmm. We ran into a few people, a couple of joggers, one guy with his dog, and then an
girl
older
with
couple.
her dog.
Yeah, and then an older couple on the way out, which I thought was interesting. And I guess maybe
Why?
because they had nothing.
I know.
They had no water. They had no fanny packs. They had no backpacks. They had
But they
no
seemed
hiking
like they knew
sticks.
what they were doing.
Yeah, so to each their own.
But I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, I need at least water.
Because for Christmas, I actually got a real first aid kit.
Scary.
I'm bona fide now.
That's
Woo!
scary.
Instead of just the things I cobbled together, I've got an actual first aid kit.
Yeah, that's very scary right there.
But as we were ending the trail, I was like, I'm starving. I am
Yeah.
so hungry.
Yeah.
So we're going to go find a place to eat.
Yeah, so we're going to tell you where we went and what we ate. And yeah, we're going to enjoy it.
That's right. So stay tuned.
Yep.
So don't hike your own hike yet.
The
because
feast is coming up.
The feast is coming, so we'll let you know how that goes. All right.
right.
We'll see ya. Bye.
Bye. Okay,
Howdy, y'all. We made it past our feast.
we did.
So,
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely. So we stopped at a place in Spring Branch called Richter's
Antler Cafe?
Richter Antler Cafe.
Something like that. It's off Highway 46.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You go in and there's lots of dead
Antlers.
animals
Lots of antlers.
and taxidermy.
And antlers. Lots and lots of antlers.
Yeah, there are a ton of them. But I did think it was funny. They had those longhorn taxidermies on the thing, and one said Bud and one said Sissy.
And it did not click with me because it just didn't.
Everybody knows Bud and Sissy from
Urban Cowboy.
Urban Cowboy.
Urban Cowboy.
I love it. I'm gonna get that song, bitch. Anyhow, because it goes through the movie about that time.
Yes.
Anyhow, so we stopped and ate there after our hike.
Yeah, too much. Oh, you know what they had? They had frog legs. Where do you find frog legs? And they were really good. They were excellent.
They looked rather succulent.
Yeah, the legs were crossed.
Yeah, they were rather dainty. I think we have a picture so we can share that with you. But
It was pretty funny. The waitress said something like, "Oh, they crossed their legs for you."
I'm so private, not sharing all their goods.
It was funny. It was delicious though.
It was good. It was a nice little place to eat. It was busy.
Yeah, very busy.
And we both had chicken fried steak, and we had some fried pickles.
Jalapeno mac and cheese.
Their sweet tea was very sweet.
Yeah, a little too sweet, but still good.
It was really good because I
Yeah.
still sucked it down.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was still good.
Me too.
But that was our feast. So Richter's
Antlers.
Antler Cafe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was good in Spring Branch.
Yeah, in
Texas.
Spring Branch. So you should check it out because it was really good.
Yeah.
And so I think that about does it for our hiking feast today.
I think so. I am feasted out.
I am feasted out too. We're all going to go Mimi's now.
That's right. Yeah. I don't know about Mimi's. I might go take a nap.
All right. Well, I guess until we see you again.
All right.
Go hike your own
Go hike your own hike.
And we'll check y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.